Hello, everyone, and welcome to Planet Crafter Episode 7. And so, just continuing with the Terraformation Index, trying to get it to the next stage, which is lakes. And as in the previous episode, that small little valley where the drop pod is starting to fill up pretty quick. So I'm just going to continue along and increase it a little bit further. So for right now, let me just disassemble some of these tier 2 solar panels just to get some resources from them, since with nuclear reactors it's kind of meaningless to have them anymore. And I'm just getting my supplies together because I'm going to that one rocky desert area because I need some osmium. And I know the cave has finally, the one piece of ice that was blocking the cave has finally melted, so we'll be going there. And let me just get some water for the trip real quick. And that's that. So yeah, this little valley's starting to fill up quite a bit in that. And I cannot wait because I do plan on building a sort of like floating base and that on this lake and that soon, and that's going to be my main base of operations. But in the meantime, in that, I still have to wait for it to fully form, so it's going to be a while. So hopefully, let me just check this chest real quick. And the one area here where I know there's osmium in that, I'm pretty certain the ice should have melted by now. And, oh, okay. Awesome. Tier 2 biodome has unlocked. So that would be good. And let's see. Yep, it looks like the ice melted here, so I can get some osmium. Unfortunately, I can't mine for osmium until I get tier 2 mining extractors, so I'm just at the mercy of finding it on the ground. For right now. And this iridium will come in handy because I do want to build more tier 3 heaters. And let me just pick up a little bit more. And I think, yep, my inventory's full. Okay, great. But yeah, that's the second osmium cave in that, so. So some of my plans for today is to prep and build for the biodome. Maybe put another mining extractor to mine out some sulfur, and then just see and do some ship exploration. And just see where everything goes from there, so. So let me go back here. Oh yeah, and also I put some grass spreaders down, so you're gonna see that start to grow. Let me build some iridium rods, get these tier 3 heaters going. I just need some resources real quick. Okay, perfect. And I'll just put it right here. And of course, let me just organize everything. And put the osmium away for right now. Perfect. And of course, I will be building more reactors, so I just want to make the platforms so it's more aesthetically pleasing to me. And let me start doing my prep work for more tier 3 heaters, and of course and eventually I am going to build the biodome so I can advance a little bit further. And let me just go to the aluminum field just to see what resources are there, and then I'm going to really start getting started with all my prep work. Now I'm thinking, since I don't really have that much iridium in that, maybe I'll launch a rocket so I cause a iridium meteor shower. That should be interesting, right? And also, hopefully in this episode and that, I really start increasing the terraformation index and get some stuff going there. Alright, so I need 3 super alloys. I already have the Lima seed. And I'm like a little short on power for the power grid, so I'm definitely going to need another nuclear reactor on top of everything else. So let me see what I have. Okay. Good, I have enough for another rocket engine. And I just need one more super alloy, I think. Yeah, I need one more super alloy, and then I can make the next rocket for an iridium meteor shower. Because if I remember right, it takes 3 silicone and 2 super alloy. So let's launch this puppy. And this is only because I just can't wait for the mining extractor to produce iridium. So it's just much easier doing it this way. Launch your rocket up. And that's always nice to see. And now you're going to see red meteors come down instead of the typical green ones. So I need 2 more super alloy. I know I have a uranium rod already, so I don't have to worry about that. And I also have plenty of water. And hopefully I'm short 1 titanium. Great. Okay. I just need to dodge meteors and get some titanium. Which shouldn't be too hard. Yep, and just like always, oh yeah, let me get some bottles of water too. And just like always, the more you progress through the terraformation and that, and unlock new stuff and that, the more demanding it is with power. Okay. Now that I have all the supplies in that, build the next nuclear reactor. And let me just replenish my resources since I used so much for the super alloy. Great. No iridium was mined that time. Oh well. That's okay. And, you know, I've been thinking it's going to take me a while to get everything for the biodome. I think maybe it's time I explore one of those other crashed ships. Because for right now, I was only exploring the closest one in that, but past the drop pod in that up on the hill, and that I think it's time to explore that one now. And Biolab finally unlocked, which will be useful. That will be making fertilizer and explosive powders, so... Alright, let me get a bunch of stuff out of my inventory, just so I only have the essentials: food, water, and oxygen. Or, actually for right now, let me go I'm sorry, scratch that. Let me go to the closest one, because this one I haven't fully explored yet. And with the rocket boosters, it'll be nice and quick, so... Let me go in here real quick and explore it a little bit further. Because I do have some of these partial chests. And I'm just checking for small blueprint chips to decode, which I don't see any. Alright, let's see what's in here. Oh, here's one. Oh, I grabbed that one. Okay. That's no big deal. And tier 2 nuclear reactors finally unlocked. I think the tier 2s are 4 times as produce 4 times the amount of power that a regular nuclear reactor produces, so... Okay. So the tier 2 takes explosive powders, and unless I get lucky with the chest, I can't build one until I build the biolab. So for right now, let me just build a biodome. And I'll just put this in the back of the base. Because right here, yeah, it's going to clip in with the drills. So I'll just put it here. And let me just give it a little foundation just so it doesn't look like it's floating and it's all weird. I'll just make it look like a pillar in that. And one more. Okay. So, let me take a look at the biomass index. This is sort of like a subcategory. And there is some interesting things that will unlock over time with it. Some stuff is useful, some is just... Some of it's just like a flex in it, so... And, alright, I have 81 kilowatts of power. I'm pretty good there. Now my oxygen is taking off. That's always good. Okay. So, those, iridium meteors and that, I think the rocks should be rendered out now. So, let's just go and see if we could find some of it. Because it should be around here somewhere. Okay. Yep, here it is. And yeah, all these like little valley areas now, they're just filling up with water. And I might have been a little wrong in that. I guess it needs more time for these crashed meteorites to render out, but it's okay. At least when they broke up in that, they were spread out enough that I can actually get to the iridium, so I'm not too bummed out. Plus, this helps a lot more. And makes it a lot easier. And perfect. I definitely have enough for another iridium rod. Good. Alright. So let me get the aluminum and titanium. Or wait, I have titanium, silicone. Or actually, let me go to the aluminum field and see what's there. And also, I think there was a iridium meteor that hit in this area. Maybe I'll check it out, or maybe I'll check it out later. But let me check out my mining extractor, see if there's some aluminum in there, because I am running low. Perfect. Okay. Let me just build another tier 3 heater real quick. And also, after the lake terraformation stage is done, the next few stages is going to radically change this planet. So, you've been warned. Alright. Let me put this here. And it's still going to be a while for tier 4 drills. And I could really use that machine optimizer, but that's alright. I also have the tier 2 nuclear reactors. So I'll just build a few more tier 3 drills. In the meantime, let me just get a little more titanium. Yeah, and also there's like little pools of water starting to form in that, so as soon this whole like desert area is going to get a little more interesting. Plus, I am sick of looking at it anyway. And then I'm sure a lot of people are too, so. Alright. Just build another drill there. And yeah, that will do it for now. Drop off all this stuff. And of course, get some more water because I never have enough. Alright, so flower spreader is about to unlock. My power grid is kind of okay. And, you know, those tier 2 nuclear reactors in that, I mean, the power output of them is really good. It would really benefit me right now. Except I don't have the explosive powder yet. And my terraformation's at 41%. Alright, so flower spreader unlocked. And I need fertilizer. Shoot. The only way to get fertilizer is either biolab or I get lucky with a chest. So I really can't do that yet. And I do have biolab. It's just going to be 48 kilowatts of energy. I have the osmium. I think I have the super alloy. I'm not too sure. But I got quite a bit of stuff to think about. Like, what am I going to build first? So, for right now, let me just do my little grind of gathering from the mining extractors. And I think there was some crashed iridium meteors around here, so... And I think enough time has passed that the meteorites should have rendered out. So it should be a lot easier for me to pick up the iridium. Oh good, here's some. Alright, it's on top of the cliff. Come on, rocket boosters. Alright, where the hell are you? Okay, here it is. Yeah, these like to, these like to roll downhill sometimes. And, let me build another rocket engine. But this time for uranium. So I need 2 super alloy and cobalt. And is this... Oh, there's some iridium here. Perfect. I will just gather it all up. Let me just try to get on top of here, because I think some of it might be on top and then it just rolled down. Hopefully. Or I could be wrong. But this is a nice little view on top. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh well, in the meantime, let me go to this mining extractor. Alright, now I have more than plenty to make a rocket to, for a nice little uranium meteor shower. While it's raining outside. And, yeah, my power grid consumption is, it's getting quite a bit. It's like every time I build a nuclear reactor in that, I'm having to constantly build another one because of the power demand. Alright, let's launch this bad boy in that while it's raining in that. See what happens. Always got to celebrate that. So, until this raining effect clears up, the meteor shower is not going to start. And here's some iridium that I missed, which is okay. And is there any more around here? Yep, there it is. It's so much easier when it's darker out to find the glowing rocks. Wow, I missed a lot. Okay. once this raining event ends, then the uranium meteor shower will start up. Yeah, unfortunately in Planet Crafter and that, it won't have, like, it won't stack, environmental events in that. One has to play out first, and once, one of them ends in that, then the next one will start. They'll never stack up with each other. Yeah, now. And now you pretty much will end up swimming in that because of all the because of the lake terraformation increasing. And that meteor was pretty close, so that's good. And that's the end of that event. And even better, it's nighttime out, so it'll be a lot easier to see these uranium rocks. Yep, and these grass spreaders are growing little patches of grass, so just increasing that terraformation. And I'm still quite a bit away from tier 4 drills. Tier 4 heaters, don't even ask. Oh yeah, and the next unlock for pressure is going to be gas extractors. Okay. And yeah, I still have a long ways to go on that, so just wanted to double check it for right now. So I have the resources for another nuclear reactor. And, you know, let's go back to that rocky desert area for a minute. Because I definitely want to explore this planet a little bit further. Yep. Alright, let's see if I can... Nope. The way it hit, I can't get any of the uranium there. But hey, that's okay. Let me just collect this passing by for right now. And let's go to that one area I've been at quite a bit lately. Alright. Alright, let me go up here and see if there's anything interesting. And maybe I'll gather some resources. Hopefully this isn't a dead end. Okay. This comes to a nice little open area. And there's a chest here. I'll check the chest. There's a blueprint and... Oh wait, what the hell? A uranium cave? Huh. Okay, this was not on my... I never found this on my first playthrough of Planet Crafter. I had no idea there was a uranium cave there. Huh. Alright, I'm gonna have to make a mental note of that. So that's why exploring the planet is really important, because you never know what you'll find. I had no idea there was a uranium cave there. Shit. Alright, so probably eventually now I should put a mining extractor in there. Well, that's gonna save for me in that instead of launching rockets to cause uranium meteor showers. I did not have any idea that was a uranium cave, and I would always walk past it. Plus, I have this blueprint chip and that, so let's see what's going to unlock when I decode it. And that little valley area to the left and that's starting to fill up. Alright, let me just offload all this stuff from my inventory. And decode this. T1 GPS satellite. Okay. That's pretty much a that's for the map screen, so I can get an overview of what the planet land looks like and what are the requirements. Okay, so I have to build a microchip compass for this. And I'm at 60% lake terraforming. Yeah, so since there's no GPS satellites launched, the mapping screen does not work, but once I launch one, it will. And I might be a little obsessed waiting for that tier 4 drill to unlock. Because I definitely want it to. But in the meantime, let me build another tier 3 heater. And that. Let me get the iridium rod out and build this little puppy real quick. And one more for good measures. Oh, well, that hasn't happened in a while. Alright, let me do a temporary fix. Because I only need about 2 kilowatts of power, so let me just do a temp fix for right now. I haven't knocked the power grid offline in quite a while. The little solar panel that will keep everything going. Alright. And of course it's raining and that, but hey, whatever. Let me go find some more resources, and I'm not too sure if there's any uranium nearby. But yeah. Oh, there's some uranium. Good. But yeah, this whole lake terraformation forming and that, and now you can do swimming and have to do underwater exploration. It's definitely going to be quite interesting. Alright, let me just look around. And oh shoot. Okay, cool. Golden chests. So golden chests are a little bit different. They have like little awards in them, and they also have more premium items as your terraformation increases. So that one I will open. That one I do want to open up in that, but some of the other ones in that you should really wait for, because you'll get some premium items in them as your terraformation index increases and you go through the stages with more unlocks. But nope, this is okay right now. Got an extra uranium rod and iridium rod and the little golden rocket ship award. So at least this will help me that I can build another nuclear reactor. So, and also, I think I should prep those platforms for the tier 2 nuclear reactors. But for right now, let me just get everything together, make some super alloys. And yeah, I'll upgrade the foundation grid for tier 2 nuclear reactors because they are a little bit bigger. And also, I need to prep for fertilizer and explosive powder items. So I'm also going to need more food growers. So once I add this nuclear reactor and that, I gotta build some food growers. Let me make this nice and neat. Okay. And pop this reactor here. So that will give me a little bit more power for the grid. And I see some uranium, so I'm going to grab it real quick. And of course, it's always in the weirdest spot. Yeah, but now that these rocks rendered out, I can definitely see where the uranium is and get it easier. Perfect. And you can never have enough aluminum. Alright. Let me build a few more food growers after I drop this off. Alright. I got enough uranium ore for rocket engines if I need it. Or actually, let me just gather, because I think I need aluminum for the food growers, so let me go and grab some real quick. And I haven't forgotten about you guys. So. But yeah, for the fertilizer and also for the algae generators, I need to grow mushrooms and eggplant, because they're needed for the fertilizer and bioplastic. So. And I also need the algae generators and that, so I can get algae to also make fertilizer. So it kind of goes like hand in hand with each other. Let me just check. I got 91 kilowatts, so I have plenty of power to make a few more food growers. And let me put one here. Okay. I'll put the eggplant in there for right now. And the mushroom for there. And I guess I will build the, I guess I'll build, the, biolab in that. I'll just have to gather some materials for that. I just have to be a little more cautious, though, of my power consumption. So I'll need 3 super alloys and hopefully... Crap. I don't have enough aluminum. Alright. I guess I'll have to go to the aluminum field. And you know what? I keep going past that crashed ship in the aluminum field net. I know there's a blueprint chip in there. So why don't I just explore that also while I'm here this time? Yeah. I definitely want to explore that crashed ship. So where... Oh, here it is. Alright. Let me check it out and see what's inside here. Hopefully some good stuff. Alright, there's the blueprint chip. Perfect. Let me check this chest. Okay, got some aluminum in there. A few seeds. And I'm gonna have to wait on the other one. Okay. Let me just grab one more aluminum since I made room for it. So I should have enough now for the 3 super alloy to make the biolab. Alright, let me just gather what I need. Make the 2 super alloys, and let me build this out. I'll just build it on the other side, the biodome. And build a little platform so obviously it doesn't look like it's just hanging off the side, floating. So now I can make that explosive powder and the tier 2 for tier 2 nuclear reactors. Yeah, this is more like an OCD thing with me. It's like I have to make it look realistic as possible. And shredder machine just unlocked. Okay. Doesn't really help me out that much, but that's okay. So, what do I need for explosive powder? Sulfur and iridium. I guess it's time now that I build a mining extractor in the sulfur area. And I already know I have enough osmium since I did that little run already. I'll just need to make some super alloy. Okay. Time to go to the sulfur area. And, yeah. Get all this situated. And it's kind of funny how... So, iridium caves and the sulfur areas, you can mine their ores with tier 1s. But then osmium caves, you need tier 2 mining extractors. And so I don't have to worry about building power plants for a while. Let me build tier 2 nuclear reactors. Because I think if I do it right, I should have enough. Okay, let me get that explosive powder. After I offload some of this stuff. Okay, I had enough for 2. Yep, so that's what I thought. Alright, time to build 2 nuclear reactors. Now, I am going to knock off the power just temporarily. And I need a 3rd uranium rod. Shoot. If I remember right, I still have some. Good. Okay. Let me just get this just right. And pop this big boy in. And I'm going to need one more uranium rod. Then I'll get the power back up and running, so no big deal. Alright. So that'd be a nice little boost in for the power grid. Let me pop a water real quick, and I got plenty of super alloys now. Nice, 328 kilowatts of available power. Alright, let me rebuild these tier 3 heaters. And, yeah, I'll just continue on the way. Alright, perfect. So, I'll have plenty of available power for quite a while. And yeah, I'm obsessed with those with the tier 4 drill. It's almost unlocked. Alright, in the meantime, let's go back to the crashed ship. Yeah, there's still that one chest in it, so see what's inside of it. And obviously along the way, check the mining extractor. And there's another blueprint. Hopefully I get lucky with something useful. Okay. And I'll just pick up a few things along the way. Yeah, this little area is starting to pull up with water too. Well, the planet is changing due to the terraformation. Alright, let me build another tier 3 heater for right now and decode this. Ooh, tier 2 jetpack. Super alloy sulfur, osmium, and aluminum. Oh shoot, I have all that. Okay, this was a good hit. So, tier 2 jetpack probably will increase my movement speed. So I'll be faster with traveling in that, more so than I already am. That's a plus. And since I have that mining extractor in the sulfur area already in that, let me go there and pick up some sulfur out of it. And I can build this tier 2 jetpack finally. And then I can build the tier 2 jetpack. And that's a little weird. I thought all the ice melted already. Well, I guess there's still a few more chunks. Okay. Please let there be sulfur. Yes. I just needed one. And let me just grab osmium out of my storage locker and build this tier 2 jetpack. So I can get better movement speed. And since I'm passing by, let me check this mining extractor real quick. Alright, got some stuff. Alright. And so the propulsion speeds increased just a little bit from 150 to 170. But, I mean, come on. It's a tier 2, but come on. It's an upgrade for the jetpack. So, of course I'm going to do it. Even like a little bit of an increase in movement speed is always a plus. And let me just build another tier 3 heater. Get that going real quick. Okay, perfect. Now let me test this out. I mean, it's a slight increase in movement speed, so I will take it. All right. It's getting there with the tier 4 drill, and lake terraformation is almost done. It's at 95%. So it was definitely worth exploring that crashed ship just to distract me, so I didn't have to think about the terraformation. And I so can't wait for tier 4 drills to finally unlock. And then I'm going to be busy prepping for fertilizer next. And also, I think it's time I make a sulfur storage walker. Or let me put it over here because it's gonna be easier. Yeah, since I'm mining for sulfur anyway, might as well put one there. And that better not be a meteor shower, is it? Okay. So, now that practically the lake terraformation stage is complete, I want to make my main base on this lake area since it's so wide, and kind of have it like semi-float and on pylons. So, and since it's on even ground in that anyway, well, since the water level is even in that, yeah, this is going to be the perfect spot for a main base. Now, this is definitely going to take me a while to build, but yeah. I am definitely going to have fun building my main base now. Lake water collector unlocked. Okay. So, tier 1 algae generators. I need bioplastic and eggplant. And I'll definitely be using the recipe for big living compartments for the main base. But yeah, since episode 1 though, when I said this base is going to be temporary, yep, because this is where my main base is going to be now. And finally, tier 4 drill is unlocked, and new message received. Yeah, I don't really care about new messages and that. Lake terraformation's done. Tier 4 drill has finally unlocked, so I can really start advancing in the terraforming process. And I'm starting my true main base build, which is going to take me quite a while. And after I'm done with this, I will build the first tier 4 drill. let me just put this big living... Or let me figure out where I'm going to put this big living compartment. Okay. So that's just to give me like a little guide for how I'm going to build it. I have 244 and the drill takes 54 kilowatts of energy. All right. And it's 3 osmium and 6 super alloy. I'm definitely going to have to streamline the super alloy better, but that's okay. Let's pop this tier 4 drill down. And deconstruct a few of those tier 3s because I don't need them anymore. And it's also just to balance out the power a little bit. So, yeah. Quite a lot going on in there. And I need 2 mushrooms for the bioplastic to build the algae generators. And then I can start building fertilizer. Fortunately, I only have 1 built right now. 1 grown right now. So. But hey, very, very productive episode. And that, now my terraformation will really start to jump. Plus, I will be truly doing some organizing and with the main base build, because I have some wacky ideas and plans for that. So, in the meantime, in that, yeah, I think that's going to be it for episode 7 of Planet Crafter. If you enjoy this episode, like and subscribe. Check out my live streams when you can in that. And I will see you guys next time in that. Bye-bye in that.